Hey guys, I'm filming this from a different angle because my dress that I'm wearing, I wear this dress I feel like once a week, but I can't lift my arms. Like, this is as high as I can lift my arms in this dress, so it's kind of difficult to film, especially on my phone. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about the idea of idolizing someone, particularly like in social media or YouTube. I think people get like a false perception of someone because social media, people typically put out their best stuff. They don't ever talk about, or very rarely talk about, the lows of their life. They talk about the highs. They show, the cool vacations they're taking, or the aesthetic photos of them posing, or whatever it is. And sorry, I'm setting my elbow down because it's a little bit difficult. Anyways, I think it's really easy to idolize people, and I think it's almost in human nature to want to do those kind of things. Like, if we think about royalty, even before any social media came about, people obviously worshipped those people. Celebrities, people worship celebrities. And at the end of the day, it's like, I know because I've idolized people, I've seen them as like these almost demigods or something. And it's really easy to do, especially like with celebrities or people that are on like YouTube or Instagram, because they don't really show every angle of themselves, and you kind of look at these people and you're like, wow, they have it all together, they're perfect, they're awesome, they're beautiful, they're so smart. But in reality, they're humans. Everybody's a human being, unless you're into conspiracy theories, which I definitely dabble in that, and they're actually reptilians. Unless, even at that, it's like, by the way, that's a joke, like, for anybody that was triggered by that comment. I think that people compare themselves, just like I've said before in my comparison video, is people compare themselves to these people's highlight reels, this like false perception of someone, and they don't see every angle. For example, it's like very easy to make people look a certain way. For example, I think I look kind of a little bit different in my videos. That might be because of the low quality of my phone video, but also, like, I know I look at my videos and I think, oh, I look kind of short, or I look like, you may get a perception, you may have this image in your mind of what I look like, but then when you meet me in real life, you're gonna realize, oh wow, like, I was a little off about this. It's the same thing as like personalities and stuff. There's many people that put up a front, or they extend themselves to make content, and they present themselves as like a happy-go-lucky person, or whatever they're trying to be perceived by other people, but in reality, you may meet them and realize they're much different. I try not to really come across very different, but I know in some of my earlier videos, I come across like, I look back at those videos and I'm like, wow, I seem like a very like sad, depressed person. And it might be because I am filming by myself, and I am not one of those people. I smile quite a bit, but I'm not like going around, look at me, I'm Miss Smiley person, like, that's just not who, you know, I don't want people to look at me and think, oh, she has it all together. I want people to realize that I'm a human being, you're a human being, everybody that is watching this, unless you're some other animal, I mean, we're imperfect. We're not these false perceptions that people like to create. People want to appear as these flawless human beings when we are very flawed. Even the most popular people, the most seemingly happy people, are not always like that. And in fact, I would think that would be pretty boring, to always be a certain way and never have any kind of conflict in your life, any kind of, you know, moment where you're looking at the different paths of your life of what you want to do, and you're not, like, you're always certain, you always have it together. I think what makes things interesting in life are the hurdles that people face. I always see YouTube, or just, like, you know, certain things like that, as a way to share your story. And it doesn't really upset me, but, you know, I see people that will just post things just because they want to, you know, get popular. They want, you know, they want people to see them as these perfect creatures. But again, what kind of life is that? Like, how are you going to ever really grow, and how would you ever truly be happy if you're always trying to appear a certain way to people? You know, there's certain things that I do, but I do it for myself. So for example, like putting on makeup, you know, I'm not ashamed of myself without makeup, but I like wearing makeup, and I don't do it for other people. Even if I was, you know, going out by myself and, you know, not really seeing anybody, I would want to wear stuff because it makes me happy, not because I want to impress someone else. And I don't buy clothes or buy certain things just because it's the trendy thing to do or the popular thing to do, or I'll seem more flawless in that respect. I think it's unhealthy not only to have that perception that people are perfect, but also to have that need to be perfect. And I think there's definitely a difference in wanting to change for the better and wanting to be seen as this, like, porcelain doll almost, that has it all together and there's no cracks. But in reality, even the most perfect porcelain doll, there are some cracks. They may be very minute, they may not be, you know, present or visible to the naked eye, but if you look close enough, you're going to see the cracks. And I don't know how I feel about that analogy, but I think in a way it works. And I don't know, it's interesting because I even know people that I know personally, or that I've gotten to know, that people kind of idolize or make into these godlike people. And I haven't really experienced that too much, but I have experienced that before, where people, you know, saw me in that way as well, and I just don't understand it. But at the same time I do, because I've definitely been there as well. all I can say is just remember that everybody has their imperfections, and you may really admire someone, and you may really like their work ethic, or, you know, their style, their aesthetic, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you can appreciate it, but don't be fooled. And also don't be fooled by the reverse of someone that maybe shows the world the lessers of their life. For example, I don't think I necessarily show, you know, all of my videos are about, well, I'm talking about more of my older videos or whatever. I don't think I'm intentionally trying to be like, I'm this depressed girl or whatever. But for someone that doesn't know me, I can see how they could think that. I'm not really like that. And in fact, I think I'm even more, like, I'm obviously an introvert, but in person, I have a more vibrant air about me. I can be very sassy. I have, you know, I'm not like this little meek girl that maybe is perceived in other videos. I do smile, I do laugh, I do have a good time. You know, there's different dimensions of everybody. And so what I'm trying to do personally for my channel is just trying to express myself artistically, you know, tell a story, you know, inspire people to do more with their lives, create. And I'm going to do things that are a little bit more cinematic in the future, especially once I move. But even when I do get to that point, and I don't know when you're watching this video, but if I'm already making videos like that, and you ever think at a moment, oh, I wish, which I don't know if you ever will, but, oh, I wish I was like Emily, or Emily has the perfect life. I guarantee you I do not, and I never want anybody to ever think like that. I mean, think that I do. And I don't want you to think that other people do either, despite how perfect people's lives may seem. Again, I don't know how helpful or insightful this video was, but it's just something I've been thinking about for a while. I think it's something that, especially the millennial generation / Generation Z, because I'm in that weird in-between. I think it's like, I forget the cutoff, it's different. Sometimes it's like 1990 or 1992 or 93. I was born in 93. And then another cutoff is like 95, 96, or 2000. So anybody that was kind of, I don't really remember the exact timeline for everything I've seen about millennials, but a lot of people, there are different pools of thought, is that the expression, that believe that maybe I'm not a millennial, maybe I'm Generation Z. Regardless, I think people in this generation and the newer generations, it's only going to get more and more blurred. People are going to not only see celebrities or royalty or whatever, it's getting more and more to the extent of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all of those, and whatever apps are in the future, Musically, you know, all of those things that are platforms for people to show their best selves. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, before I go, thank you guys so much for 900 subscribers. I do think that when Frank shouted me out in his video, which I've already thanked him so much, but I think that kind of spiked people's interests. But even if you didn't come from Frank's channel and you just came here organically, or whatever way you came, thank you guys so much for 900, and I'm really excited for what this next chapter will bring, and I hope you guys again are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.